Have you ever seen one of these before? I know what you're thinking, but get your mind out of the gutter. This phallic-looking food sells for up to $300 per piece. That's right, it's considered a delicacy, and while it may make you blush, it has quite a story. So what is this strange-looking luxury food? Where does it come from? And why is it so darn expensive? Don't clam up now. You gotta keep watching to find out the whole story behind this bizarre food. Trust me, you don't want to miss it. Although this thing looks like a part of the male genitalia, that's where the similarities end. It's called a geoduck. And no, it's not related to a waterfowl. It's a type of clam or bivalve. Geoducks live in the shallow waters and coasts of North America, as far south as Oregon, as far north as Alaska. Their name might sound strange, but it comes from the Nisqually, a Native American people from the Pacific Northwest. The Nisqually call them gweduc, which means digging deep. It's a suitable name because this giant clam likes to burrow deep into the sand, living in the same spot for its entire life, unless somebody digs it out. The geoduck has two distinct body parts, its neck and its breast or mantle. The mantle, like other clams, lives in the shell, but the neck is where things get interesting. It's too large to fit in its shell. It can grow as small as a banana or as big as a baseball bat. Some of the largest geoducks weigh in at a hefty 7.25 kilograms. That's one big clam. While the clam's body remains safely hidden in its shell beneath the sand, it extends its neck toward the surface to eat and excrete waste. Though the neck both eats and defecates, it does so through two separate channels. But yes, it poops where it eats. Its size isn't the only thing that makes it unique in the animal kingdom. Geoducks can outlive humans. With lifespans of up to 150 years, they're one of the longest living creatures on the planet. Archaeologists discovered a 500-year-old geoduck clamshell on the Keith Islands of Vancouver, Canada. This is proof that Native Americans have consumed these clams for centuries, which allows them the constitutional right to harvest and sell them in their territories. So why is this odd North American clam sold for $300 a pop in places like China, while a plate of geoduck sashimi or sushi in the Pacific Northwest costs around $10 to $20? Many Chinese consumers believe that the phallic flesh of the geoduck possesses aphrodisiac properties, like raw oysters. Cultures all across Asia love the slippery, slimy texture and use it in various dishes. The mantle's meat has a richer flavor and is often more tender than the neck meat. Typically, geoducks are first blanched so the cook can peel the leathery skin from the meat. Some chefs will tenderize the meat until it's about 0.06 centimeters thick. Japanese chefs refer to the geoduck as mirugai, or giant clam, and after tenderizing, they'll often serve it raw, like sashimi, carpaccio, or ceviche. Other chefs thinly slice, bread, and fry the tender mantle meat and grind the neck meat. In the U.S. Pacific Northwest, you may also find geoduck in a chowder, crudo, or a hearty seafood pie. In Chinese restaurants, it might be prepared as a delicious, sizzling hot pot dish. Eating exotic seafood in China is similar to drinking rare vintage wines in the West, making this huge clam a status symbol. The Chinese love it so much that 90% of the clams harvested in North America get exported to China. But most non-Indigenous Americans and Canadians have never even heard of geoduck or seen it on a menu. In 1883, the New York Times proclaimed the geoduck as the king of clams. And based on its size, history, and unique preparations, I'd have to agree. If you're not a seafood person, that's okay. No judgment here. Maybe you'd prefer to learn about the history of, say, nachos. If that makes your mouth water, find out more in another episode of Origins of Food.